Hey, what's up, guys? It's another beautiful day of Division 1 70-star Mario 64. It's the classic around here. We've got Dwhatever, the current world record holder, going up against Droz, who's been doing a little bit of 0-star lately, getting back on that world record attempt grind. And currently, Dwhatever is pretty high up in the league. You might have seen in the standings. Droz not doing so hot, but maybe just that he's been playing a little bit more, he can get some good races under him. Oh, we're going to the standings now. We got Tabascoff going to drop out of the league. Unfortunately, he was doing really well last season. I think he just stopped having fun and then got really tilted in races. I guess that's just the story of how it goes. I'm here with Electric. What do you make of this today?
I'm thinking this will be a good match. You know, Droz has had a little bit of a mixed record, but if this match goes in his favor, he could potentially soar up all the way up near Viro's spot above Benji. So this could be a big match for Droz, but of course, Dwhatever, I mean, last season he made it to was knocked out before the final two, but he demonstrated some really good gameplay, really high consistency. He goes for these risky strats sometimes that he has more consistency than anyone else I've seen. And this season, it seems like that theme has just been enhanced. He's been playing more consistently, it feels like, pulling out a few more strats that we don't expect to see in a race, like trying to go for Tsukishima cycle and dark, whatever else it may be. And he's been going ham, and I really think he's going to make some serious plays this season. He's definitely going to give Droz a run for his money in this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, Dwhatever's been pretty much styling on the competition here in the leagues. He hasn't had a perfect record so far. He's got a couple losses, but he's still right at the top of the standings, along with Cheese and Punkei. So Droz is maybe kind of like a dark horse, because he has a 48-24. That's still a really good time. The thing is that he didn't do 70-star for very long, and then he took a long break, so it's just not very fresh with him. And of course, he's going to make a lot of mistakes and have some bad times. But he's so good mechanically that you can't ever count him out.
Oh yeah, I mean, with those short categories that he's just blown through attempts on, I feel like you could make the argument that he has as good, if not a slightly better understanding of the base mechanics of the game than anyone else. And as far as the actual execution, I mean, a lot of these 70 runs rely on that muscle memory and the consistency you've built up over time. So maybe once he gets that in place, we'll see just an unstoppable player. But as it stands right now, he is still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just going to be a question of whether it's his day or not. At least he was playing Mario a lot earlier, so let's just see how it goes.
We're off to the races now, starting out with Lakitu Skip. Both these guys going for that most advanced form with those dive rollouts. Clean from Dwhatever. Let's see from Droz. We'll get the feeds resync trail in just a sec. Going into bomb clip now. Let's see if Droz decides to attempt that backflip bomb clip that Dwhatever's mastered.
Yeah, for sure.
Only saves about half a second, but in a race like this against such a dominant opponent, you want to save any little bit of time you can, as long as you can do it consistently. Backflip from Dwhatever, standard movement from Droz.
Any slide guesses coming up here? Put them in the chat. I'm going to say maybe a 12-6 Dwhatever, 12-7 Droz.
Dual 12-5s, going all in.
Ooh.
We're hitting on a soft 17 right now, or a hard 17. I mean, if any two players are capable of slide times like that, it's these two.
Yeah. I think the nuttiest slide player is probably Ouija, though. He's gotten so many 12-5s, I've lost track. Not that I've ever tried to count. Ooh, 12-6.
Oh, and 12-7.
He's on the money.
Great job, Padronas.
Oh, Droz missed the star. That's going to cost 2 seconds.
Yeah, and he really flew back there. I'm not exactly sure what type of grab he was attempting, but didn't quite work out. As we now move into Whomps, though. Earliest stage that can really shake up these standings. Thank you so much, Dr. Hades, for the subscription, tier 1.
I think Dwhatever has such a huge advantage in Whomps against pretty much anyone else. Like his 100 coin is obviously the best, and then all the other stars he's really good at. He also holds the stage RTA record, which basically means do all the stars in the stage in one go, and then just see how long that takes. So he's definitely the Whomps king. Droz, though, he's known to do the expert cycle. He's got that 20 coins on the blue switch. All right, he skips the kick there. That makes it a lot earlier, or that makes it pretty easy to get the cycle. He's pretty early.
Yeah, managing to get on that platform before it even rotates too far. Very, very nicely done. Dwhatever opting to get these more tricky stars out of the way first.
Oh, they're missing some side flips here. This is kind of dicey. You know, he's... Oh, he missed like all the coins.
Yeah, he's having to think of how he's going to back this up now.
I feel like if he had tried to miss the coins, he would have got at least one of them. He somehow managed to thread all three. So he just needs one.
Oh, and he misses every coin from the box.
Just don't grab the star.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Jaws on a wild goose chase or coin chase.
I don't know what it is, but the cork boxes seem to have so much more volatile RNG as a coin spawn than any other source I've ever seen. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that box have a dead drop.
Yeah. And also once the coins land, they just like keep on moving. They don't slow down. You gotta chase them.
It's like permanent ice physics or something. All coins have a desire to go back to CCM.
I guess so. Oh, Dwhatever missed his side flip as well that Droz did. He's able to recover though and has enough coins to finish out without getting any backups.
Yeah, barely. If he'd missed one more, he'd have to go grab that backup box.
Yep.
Nice Alice from
narrowly
Droz.
getting Alice. I'm sure you guys hear those sirens. No? Okay.
The speed police are out in full force, it seems.
I mean, sometimes the police sirens don't pick up on my mic, but usually fire trucks do.
Fire trucks are loud. Oh, Draw is going for OG.
Oh, wait. Did he just go for OG? I thought like he Oh, I'm gonna clip the stream real quick and watch it back because I don't think he did OG, but I need to get some confirmation.
Okay, he just fell. Okay, I wasn't quite sure. It looked at first like he fell while he was trying to go for texture, but it also halfway looked like an OG attempt. It's such a wild, rarely seen mythical thing that sometimes I'm not quite sure what it looks like anymore.
All right, Dwhatever fighting the big Whomp on top of the fortress that doesn't even have a fortress yet. So I know you have plenty of fan theories about this, but since the fortress doesn't appear until after you kill the King Whomp, how does it even get built? He's like, I'm tired of you, pushing me around, making me build stuff, and then you make him explode, and then suddenly there's a fortress there. Who did that?
You tell him who's boss with this destruction. I mean, he explodes, but the rock fragments are still a thing, and he's obviously been put back together before. So, once we put him back together this time, he knows either he needs to build a fortress for Mario or he's going to get it again.
Fair enough. Dwhatever finishing a Whomp with like a 638. That's nearly, whoa, God, that's nearly perfect. Absolutely sick beginning for him. And he didn't do the top of the fortress stuff. Sick backup for Jaws. That's really good awareness. Man. Doing a single jump on the slope like that, while he has a little bit of speed, actually got him high enough to make it back up on the ramp. That was really good. And we're back in the slide. Okay. It's going to be on a 24-second lead for D. That's insane.
Yeah, and I'm thinking we'll see another 12-6 from D. He went a little bit far right. Might be a 12-7. And Commentator, even though he re-guesses, still getting the wrong answer to the slide.
All right. I'm going to guess 12-3 for draws. That's possible, I'm sure.
11.
I know someone's done it. 11-12. Okay. Oh, he's going to bomb. So I think that's going to be like a 12-4 in that case. Not 14-1. Close enough.
Yeah, I mean, you got two of the digits right.
That is true.
Sick flying from Dwhatever.
We'll see if he rolls out on top of the switch or not. He's going for it.
Going for
Nice.
Nice.
You really have to do a lot of midair control without actually pushing the stick too far, which would make you like land before you get there. It's pretty tight trick.
Yeah, very few people honestly go for that. I see most people just go ahead and do the double jump strat. Because you actually have a ton of frames to jump off the button.
Yeah, droz went for a little ledge clip. That's pretty nice. Not as fast as the switch rollout, but I feel like if you miss the switch rollout, you won't die. But if you miss the ledge clip, you could. So it is preference, but also it's not like Dwhatever's adding more risk.
No,
okay,
that does seem. Oh man, that was definite Shia pace before that though. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, Dwhatever likes to do like old school Shia cycle, just with good movement and going through the elevators and not doing the box rollout. Even though we can do it either way, he just likes to not risk dying, I guess, which makes a lot of sense. So I was just going for a classic Shig, I think.
That's what it appears, yeah. Especially
he could technically get Zaya cycle or Shia cycle, but not gonna go for it.
Now, it's kind of interesting that he didn't go for that fence clip with the long jump. I see most runners that go for Shia go ahead and do that fence clip. Personally, I don't understand how to get that consistent, but...
yeah, I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or not, because sometimes you just won't turn far enough and then it'll keep you on the bridge. But it could also be that he was trying to sandbag a little bit to not be so early for Shig. But then again, you can just waste time on the middle island with the spike and the one red, so it's not really advisable because you could always get shocked by an amp anyway and then miss Shig entirely. I would guess it's just a mistake.
Nice Bowser fight from Dwhatever and a clean throw from Droz as well. Moving on over to Sky Jump.
Yep.
I'm sure we're about to see some slope jumping action to get a nice speed start. Not from D, using the more traditional setup actually.
I get that wing cap re-grab. Alright. Going for Sky Jump. Nothing crazy here.
Really, the only thing of note is how low he actually goes up the platform before sliding back down. He knows exactly how much speed he wants to get that triple.
Definitely.
And Droz with the sliding movement. Beautiful stuff.
Little time save. And also getting the wing cap on the first box break and a late dive to get a little bit more speed up the hill. So that actually saves the kick on the slope if you get high enough. And it can actually save some time. So that's probably the first star he did make up some time on. Not that D did anything bad, it's mostly been the other way around. Like, Droz hasn't had such a bad beginning, but D is like 25-ish seconds ahead.
Alright, now let's see. Wall kicks do decide to work. Very clean ending.
Yeah, D is very composed right now. He's not really getting flustered by anything. And I think just like the way he's playing, it's just full of confidence, and there's nothing really that's going to shock him.
Going for that CCM 17 route. Yep. Probably going to be seeing double plus on both sides.
It was a low wall kick for Droz, but he made it anyway. So good recovery. And Dwhatever just going to be taking the slide, not going for the triple jump into the chimney. Make sure you making sure to get every coin on the line above the chimney. Dwhatever always does penguin last. Ooh, Droz is going to have to do a side flip to make up for that missed triple jump.
Okay, Dwhatever missed one coin, but he's still perfectly fine on this route.
Oh, Droz got the Pingu trick. Dropping the penguin as he talks to the mama. Pretty hot.
Nice.
I was kind of wondering what he was trying to do with that camera, because it was like pretty weird. And then I don't know if it was improv or not, but he got a good setup and got the strat. So there you go. Fair play. Dwhatever is almost done with his 100, but he still has to do the penguin. Droz is going to be done with CCM after this star. Flaming Eagle D's been on 47 pace midway through like multiple races, so although I wouldn't say he could get Oh, Droz
Oh,
missing
Droz
coins.
missed
Little
2
race
coins
pause.
going into the slide.
He'll just have to get an extra red, but that'll cost him a few seconds that he might have made up otherwise against Dwhatever here. Dwhatever also Pingu trick. That's actually surprising to see both runners do it, and also neither of them fail it, because it's not consistent at all. I think it's just like very specific with your timing. I don't know if it's frame perfect or not, but it's pretty narrow of a window.
I really don't think I've seen that many people ever go for it. The main Pingu trick I've seen is Dwhatever's triple jump special, where you get to throw the penguin off the edge of the cliff as you give it to the mom.
I think that's the best Pingu trick.
Same.
Unfortunately, it's not RTA viable. Not that, you know, he couldn't do it. It's just too hard. Would definitely save a lot of time if you could pull it off.
Oh yeah, I mean, that would make 45 possible at the end of the day.
Heck yeah.
And that beautiful side flip walk. The precision on that is really, really crucial, because you're wanting to make sure Mario lands on that banister in order to dive cancel.
Yeah, one thing runners also do, I think that makes it easier, is if you aim for the corner where the banisters meet, there's a bit more of like kind of a landing pad that you can hit to get the right clip. If you go for just the side of the banister, it's a lot more narrow. And also it's not faster, so it's definitely just getting a good angle. And when you're in Mario Cam, that can sometimes be a problem. Droz doing it pretty well. And Dwhatever is almost done. So it's going to be a 14, like 40 something. And 41,
44, 43.
Yep, 44.
Very, very nice. Okay, now we're going into SSL. Both these guys committing to that double plus. This shouldn't be an issue, but we might see something happen. I believe Droz has had a race before where he's had a lot of issues with plus, but
Yeah.
overall, both these guys have so much experience with the trick that... Oh, nice punch grab. Expecting the same from Droz. But we should be able to get out, at least relatively unscathed.
Yeah, that's the idea. Common Plus is not really 100% for anyone, but if anyone would be sure to get it, it'd be Dwhatever and Droz. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of people really good at Common Plus, but when you do it twice, there's always a chance it goes wrong one of those times.
Beautiful
Dwhatever,
Tom from Dwhatever. Just losing a tiny bit of time at the top of the pyramid, but overall very clean. Oh, Droz goes for the punch grab, doesn't quite get it, and dives right in front of Mips. Just gonna go ahead and pick him up again.
Yeah. Good thing he didn't miss the second catch. It's not the end of the world. Dwhatever, another big bomb in Commentators. One thing is you can easily overlook the big bomb since top runners get it like most of the time. But you can easily have to do like more than one backup just because you can't get a big bomb. And that can be a really annoying way to lose a run for sure.
Yeah, that big bomb grab is frame perfect, so just one frame off and it's either going to blow up in your face or you're going to have to do a much more difficult form of plus.
And Dwhatever already done with the pyramid puzzle, which is the secrets that Droz is doing right now. Not the cleanest movement on the sand stream to Droz out here, but getting it done.
Dwhatever going with those standard dives for that Talon Star. The single jump strat you see occasionally is just...
Yeah, that's true. Droz has been known to do some swaggy Talon strats. I don't think he will go for it this race, but we could see something.
Oh, failed the double jump. Streak over. We almost saw 4 attempts and 4 successes with Tomoplus, but that double jump is very, very precise. Like, after your single jump, Mario nearly immediately makes contact with the ground again. Droz not getting the jump out this time, just throwing the bomb away, knowing it's not going to be a big one. Gonna have to start using backups.
Alright, so Dwhatever got a 1730 or 1731 SSL. And without Island, or if you factor in the possible time save from Island Hop, that would be like a 17:25 or 24, which is absolutely ridiculous since his best SSL time ever is like a 17:15. So the actual gameplay minus Island Hop is only 10 seconds off his best ever.
Jeez.
Cool.
I mean, it's that consistency. Like he's demonstrated plenty of times over that he has the skill, but that consistency used to kind of elude him. But at this point, he's a lot more consistent. Look at that rolling strat. Using the rollout to get over that big gap, the speed kick to start out your fly with a bunch of speed. Like, this is a man with absolute control over Mario.
I couldn't agree more. He's just not giving Droz any openings.
Now we're going to be going into the volcano. Let's see what type of lava boost he goes for.
Alright, going for the safe one. Yeah, Dwhatever can also do pro boost, but hasn't been too fond of it in races.
Oh, the triple not coming out. Just going to go ahead and use elevator towards a backup. Very, very nice.
Alright, he's on 1 HP. Gotta be careful.
That's
so scary. He could have fallen onto the flames if it was in the wrong spot. What was that? Okay, that was so scary. I don't know why he felt courageous enough to go for a rollout off of his top stone. That was nutty. I can't believe he didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, most lava boost fails almost always result in a death, but this time around, Dwhatever still surviving. Let's see if he decides to go with long jump boost again. And that wasn't what cost him his life this time, or his attempt, but we've seen some runners have a little bit more comfortability with the ending that they do all the time. But he goes for the triple again, and this time it comes out. Like, with that setup for the ending, you basically don't have an opportunity to recognize if you don't get the triple jump out, and so you just kind of hop over the edge and just get to watch Mario hang in the air for a sec before the storm of death happens. And now Droz going for that pro boost. The sort of backwards pro that we've seen a lot. I've heard a number of people give different names for it, like a Ikori boost or Akira boost. Akira boost is something else, but I think reverse pro is fairly apt. So nice little bit of time save over Dwhatever there. But D very nearly done with LLL. Meanwhile, Droz has 2 more stars after he gets out of the volcano. Let's see what happens with these 2 attempts. Very, very clean elevator tour. And Dwhatever getting the ledge grab skipped on his way to the triple bully kill here. Oh, the ground pound just not quite connecting well. And then the one bully slightly evading his kick hitbox. So when Mario kicks, the kick hitbox is still there until he lands again. So that was actually a lot closer to hitting the bully than you might think. But very, very nice accounting for that. Just losing a couple of seconds, nothing too bad. Nice ledge grab skip from Droz as well. So Dwhatever's moving on along to DDD. He's got a little bit of time to breathe. The blue visuals provide that calming effect, more so than any essential oil out there.
That's true. Lethal Lava Lane is the first stage that really gave Dwhatever some issues. The rest he didn't look very human at all, just went kind of like a robot. But now Jaws has some opportunity to make up time, and he's about done with the stage. So this might be the start of a comeback.
Oh, the no ground pound bully kill, nice. Again, saving a little bit of time on Dwhatever. He had to finagle with some of the bullies for a sec.
Yep.
Look at these turns on chess. Dwhatever going very, very optimally. He's almost to the star already before it even spawns.
Yeah,
one swim away.
The right turns. Josh's not playing too bad considering he's only been doing 0 star. A lot of these difficult strats, even though he did die on plus once, the rest has been pretty solid. And Dwhatever is only like a star and a half ahead.
Now, we're probably going to see double front sub attempts. Let's see how Dwhatever's Yep, the camera angle and everything being set up for it. Let's see it happen. He goes for the most lag reduced setup, which kind of helps prevent the game from just eating your jump, but at the cost of a little bit more difficult alignment. But gets it first try, no sweat whatsoever.
Droz had a bit of a sketchy last chest when kind of close to the whirlpool. He's fine, but maybe had a little bit of elevated heart rate there for a second.
Yeah, and the worst part about that vortex is when you get near it, the lag from the game makes it very difficult to get off on the swims. So it's very easy to just lose all your speed and get sucked in just because you can't get swims going. The Manta treating Dwhatever very well. Let's see how Droz's front sub attempt goes.
And it's Fire C time for Mr. Whatever.
This is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is the most brutal Bowser stage with Reds in 70.
Definitely.
I mean, Bits flows together very nicely. There are a couple of difficult spots, but everything in Fire C is precise and difficult.
Yeah, the nice thing is that it used to be a lot less lenient. I guess I really got myself into a tongue twister there. But Dwhatever used to go for the classic cage, but now he goes for the 2019 Fire C, and I think he's, even more consistent with it now. So
yeah,
it's more like clean for players below, like the top level, that'll screw up Fire C most of the time. People like Dwhatever, and hopefully Droz, don't want to speak too soon, but should have it on lock. Nice side flip ending here. This saves like some like half a second or so.
Very clean Fire C. Droz having no room to catch up here. Just needs to match his play, not to lose time.
Apparently long jump ending is like 2 frames faster or whatever. I don't know.
I wonder who had to time that.
I think it might have
Droz
been
having the camera angle for pole glitch, you can kind of see that shorter category muscle memory coming out, but accounting for it very well.
Yeah, let's see if we can make this lava boost cycle. Going for the double wall kick. Kind of going on a leisurely pace, but this is going to be a bit of a stretch. Can he make it still? With the ledge grab, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That is
really... He's still on it. It's going to be close.
Yeah. Alright, I think he can get this. Oh, okay.
Doesn't even need the triple. Nice. Gonna have to settle for a bad ending, but that'll be okay.
Yep, he could have broke even with Dwhatever very easily. He pretty much just screwed up jumping off of the pole. I think what it was, he pressed A like a frame too early. And then, since he couldn't jump off the pole yet, he just started turning, because usually you want to hold left after you jump. So that's why he started spinning. And then after that, he ledge grabbed after doing the wall kick. So really unfortunate way to lose the cycle.
Yeah, poles can be very finicky in this game. Like the tree movement that you have to do for Wild Blue as a if you're not careful, you could end up having Mario like climb to the very top of the tree and like flip over. Oh no! Well, the worst throw to miss. You can see this time loss here. You have to wait for the platform to realign and everything. Bowser had his QPUs get misaligned, so has to go ahead and take care of that before he's able to advance to the next throw.
Yeah, that really sucks for Droz. He needed to be able to stay competitive in Fire C. But if you look at Dwhatever now, this is what I love to see, because he's been really pushing the lag reduction in Wedge World 100. Like, really no one else wants to Mario Cam C up to collect coins, but he doesn't care. Oh, he got them all. So, what do you know? Dwhatever has no fear.
And the lag reduction game is strong. A full 100 coin star ahead at this point before Droz is even able to touch Wet Dry World.
Yeah, probably approaching like a minute and a half lead. So pretty insane.
And Droz has made some mistakes, but overall, this is Dwhatever's game to win. Like
Droz missed 2 coins. He's got to go back. All right. Luckily, that one had good RNG. It was right in his path. But went for the late dive. Gonna lose a lot of time here at the beginning. And also, Dwhatever fell? Or what happened? I wasn't really looking, but I know maybe he didn't touch the elevator to make it come down. Because I saw him go up and then he had to go up again. I gotta go back and see what happened.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're exactly right. Either I doubt it was the missed awning kick. I think he definitely just fell off without touching the elevator, because you're trying to touch the very edge so that you can get that kind of like pushed off of the edge, but occasionally runners will just try to take it a little bit too tight. Oh, he missed the triple jump. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's the more traditional culprit. That awning wall kick is something else. Every part of it is very personal. Oh, Droz trying to get that dive as a backup, but instead Mario kicking his way right down through the...
Oh, the Chuckya! This is really tough. The Chuckya will actually like chain grabs on you, and he's down again in the dirt. Usually people don't end up in that area at all, but Droz is in it twice. And Chuckya picking him up again.
Okay, at least he's probably going to stay up here. Probably no chain grab. He's just going to go ahead and wait for the Chuckya to move out of his way. And see, even doing the stick push and A press strat to get the Chuckya to let go of you, like in the position Droz is in, there's a quarter chance that you're still gonna fall off. Really rough to see.
Kind of a nightmare. Wedge World 100. Like Piracy was bad. Wedge World 100 was a good bit worse. And Dwhatever is still flying farther into the lead. But now, it is a matter of points still. Dwhatever really wants to stay in first, so he'd like to get as many points as possible. And for Jaws, if he can get like maybe 20 points or so.
Droz missing that side flip there. Gonna have to waste a lot of time getting back up. This was a potential...
That was insane! How did he do that triple jump? That was incredible positioning. Because he shouldn't have had enough speed to triple jump, but somehow he got just enough.
Ever is just ripping through THI. He had such a clean secret. It's perfect lag reduction on the third secret. And now a very clean mountain clip. And you didn't even have a camera frame where Mario was in the water. That's optimal.
Alright, last star in Tiny Huge Island. And Droz about done with Wet Dry World, but he's pretty far behind now.
Dwhatever already working his way into the longest star in THI. For no great reason. I mean, it takes the longest to do, but it's just basically an auto-scroller waiting for the plants to spawn. And with that, Dwhatever is
for D.
Yeah, he's a full stage ahead at this point. Oh, Droz narrowly avoiding that fire. Nice reaction.
Alright, TTM though, if anything upstairs would give Dwhatever some trouble, I would give this priority. If that makes any sense.
Oh,
a lot
definitely.
of easy mistakes to happen here. Not only Breezeless, but pretty much every star.
I would certainly rate TTM as like a Tippy light stage. Like if you had something between upstairs and Tippy, it'd be TTM. He didn't even get the wall kick, did he, on Breezeless?
Yeah, he just pressed A too early, didn't wall kick. And Draw's got a great secrets. So, oh, he ledge grab. As I say that, something going right, but also a little bit wrong.
Yeah, and he really far right on the platform, so he had to take that slow grab to prevent grabbing the warp.
Yeah.
All right, Dwhatever probably gonna be pulling out reds. His signature star in this stage. Let's see how it goes.
Good angle on the
speed kick strats.
Double jump dive.
Oh, beautiful rollouts. See, misses the 5th red. Or the 6th red, sorry.
I would almost say he took this one a little bit safer than he usually does, but he still got a really good star. He just barely missed the 1 red coin. Not gonna get the star. Okay. Lost like maybe 5 seconds max, so not too much.
And ultimately a lot better than some other fails we've seen, like missing the 8th red and then hopping down because you think you got it.
Yeah.
Dwhatever now moving into his mountain clip stars. Ooh, a firstie on the log wall kick, and he uses it for that perfect positioning. Oh, double
That
wall
was
kicks
pretty
on
nuts.
waterfall star, but it works out.
Second mountain clip for Dwhatever is good, and another firstie. How does he keep doing that? And a really great rollout here. This is pretty sick. Decisive star grab.
Very, very nice performance throughout the stage.
Still kind of done here. Really good star. Not doing an extra wall kick. And Dwhatever already finished.
Dwhatever
the
rolling
tunnel
out just beside the star.
Yep.
Now let's see how Snowman's land goes for Dwhatever.
Yeah, Dwhatever is definitely on 48 pace still. Draws looking to be about 2 minutes behind. So every 10 seconds that a player wins by, they get an extra point. So if it was like this now, Josh should probably get like 18. Dwhatever would get like 72. But that could definitely get swayed a lot by Tippy. And it's not over. Dwhatever is definitely mortal, and Draws is a good player who could maybe make an insane comeback in Tippy. Alright, Josh going for these red coins. Also doing the rollout on the tiny shroom.
Very clean movement so far. He grabs that 6th red. Nice side flip wall kick. He actually saves a bit of time over Dwhatever.
Yeah, pretty rare that happens to get save time over D on TTM reds, but he's done it.
Please coming for draws now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty loud.
Let's see Dwhatever going in for deep freeze here. Doesn't like his setup, so goes ahead and does an extra dive instead of a...
Alright, should be in the clear now. Apparently D went for double jump deep freeze, according to Para. Definitely, I definitely believe him. Dwhatever is kind of a nut. But it's a very difficult shot to save like 0.2. Alright.
Yeah, it's amazing
like,
how many spots you can replace a triple jump with a double jump kick.
That was the most interesting homemade movement that Draws did to enter SL. He usually when you long jump, you go onto the top of the, I guess, the half wall above the staircase. But he actually got a wall kick. Draws missing the.
Oh, that glitched bonk looked like.
Yeah, just some places on that little railing don't give you a wall kick just because of the geometry. So that really sucks.
Managing to back it up decently well, though. The Dwhatever already moving into HMC. Punching that wall beside Toad to let him know he means... D on apparent 47 pace. That's... Has to take the ledge grab here, starting out triple box jump, and doesn't get the jump. Almost actually breaks the box with a wall kick, but managing to avoid it. Gets its second try at least. Nice deep freeze from Draws.
Yep. And one more star in Snowman's lane for draws. And Dwhatever has 3 more in HMC. And then he's gonna
Very
head up
nice
to Rainbow
optimal
Ride.
exit.
Yeah.
Let's see, just 2 more stars left for Dwhatever. Gonna have to deal with some boulder RNG here. Oh, he's skipping over that star real quick. Wants to save the boulders for last for whatever reason. Now Draw's working his way down to the basement. Goes for the dive grab instead of the punch. Wants to make absolutely sure not to repeat the earlier situation.
Yep, definitely an understandable decision. Last star for D. They're pretty much gonna swap places. Dwhatever's gonna exit as Draws enters.
Interesting multi-long jump strat from Dwhatever. Looks probably a little bit safer than the jump dive alternative.
Yeah, it depends. I think it's harder to react to bad RNG when you do the long jumps, but it is a little bit faster by like a few frames, so like marginally better if you care.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
It's really hard to do rolling rocks very fast, so I think either way is more than acceptable.
Yeah, especially if the RNG doesn't go in your favor. Getting that double jump wall kick to go the way you want is pretty difficult. Even if you get good RNG, you have to be very precise with your angling to make sure that your rollout goes right into the star. Draws with the victory leap. Is Dwhatever now moving on into Lakitu bounce. Goes for glitchy wall kick. And it's good. Very nice.
You have big boy strats for Dwhatever, and also doing the instant double jump by running over the corner. Alright, this is pretty smooth. Starting out, Dwhatever is the best Rainbow Ride player, has the best gold.
Oh, Draws very nearly getting bonked into oblivion there.
Yeah, he
Glad that the
almost died.
Scuttlebug was in that good position. Forget who it was, but I think yesterday there was actually a race where someone got bonked by that Scuttlebug into just the pit of doom. Dwhatever pulling out the Drones' favorite star. Oh, doesn't get the slide after coin 5, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate. The
maze.
Bob-omb could have aggroed him and maybe killed him. I think Dwhatever was aware of that possibility by his reaction on the face cam. Would have liked to see that, TBH. Maybe another day. Draw's got bad RNG, but good reaction. Oh, but he's not going to get a ledge grab. Oh, and then another rock. And not going to
Can't get the dive on top. Okay, at least he got lucky that another boulder didn't come through. Having to take some awkward camera angles. Nice left side tricky from Dwhatever. Let's see how the ending goes. Oh, doesn't quite get up there with this first jump.
Yep. Kind of scuffed Rainbow Ride for D, but not making any big mistakes or deaths, so it's alright. I was gonna say something about draws. I think, oh yeah, with the rolling rocks, sometimes when the rock falls, like, it'll look like you're behind it, but it'll still hit you. Like, it's very hard to get out of the way if you mess up the ending and a rock falls down. You're almost guaranteed to get hit. Nothing you could have done there. Alright,
Point out Dwhatever pulling out that single star strat for swinging.
Not quite single star, but like I would say the expert RTA strat. Single star strat is definitely never going to be done RTA.
Oh, is there an even faster strat for that?
It is way harder. You do the same triple jump wall kick, but then you long jump up left. Maybe I'll explain it when Draws gets to triangles, because then I can give you a better aid. But you do a very precise long jump and wall kick to ledge grab at the top of the little brown ramp where the swing comes around to get the start, and then you do a glitchy wall kick off of the pendulum.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even know that strat existed.
Yeah, I would encourage you, if you guys in the chat want to see it, just go to speedrun.com and look at the single stars. It's pretty nutty. I think Zaya has the record. Maybe someone beat it by a little bit or tied it. Might have been Lifey. Who knows? Draw's dying though. That sucks.
Just a little bit too low on the platform to get a wall kick out, but Dwhatever meanwhile near perfect TTC 100.
Yeah, he just killed it. I should have been talking about it some more, but it's just so confident and smooth for Dwhatever here. And Draw's another
Draw's
dab.
missing the triple jump now.
Dwhatever bonked on the Whomp. Not quite a perfect ending to a perfect day.
Nice backflip back up though. And yeah, I mainly just called that swing and strat single star because I thought it was a former single star strat. There are a number of strats that I've seen that started out being thought of as just for single star that people have managed to somehow get consistent. Nice backup from Droz to get back up the platform.
Yeah, really good movement there. And going for the... I respect him going for the kick. I want to say, like, no one else does that, so, like, props. I don't really know what to call it, because, like, I don't know who came up with it. But, yeah, it's cool. Saves, like, 0.2. And then, yeah, like what you're saying, like, some single star strats are like that. And Jaws another death on the triple jump walking. That's, like, 3 now in Rainbow Ride. He's just missing these either A presses or getting very bad positioning.
That's rough when that just keeps happening. It's so infuriating. I mean, it's weird seeing like how the meta's advanced, but also seeing some single star strats emerge that probably will never be seen in runs, like the most advanced time moving reds. Turns the freest star in TTC into the hardest. Draws one last star in Rainbow right now. Hopefully he'll be able to work his way out pretty soon.
Hopefully. Going for the easier swinging in the breeze. That really sucked though, because Jaws had a fighting chance, but he died like on 3 separate triple jump wall kicks. That's just part of what makes Rainbow Ride such a deadly stage and infamous in SM64 speedruns.
Very, very nice time jumps from Dwhatever. Draws finally gets his way into the clock. Let's see if he can at least match Dwhatever's TTC 100 here, but it's going to be a tall order. That was nearly perfect, I think. Oh, not able to get the double jump out. Tries for that triple jump back up, but doesn't quite come out. That wall kick angle is very, very tight.
Yeah, Dwhatever missed the quick turn. Gonna do a pretty safe backup. If you hit the side of your face or Mario's face on the you know, spinning pistons there, or whatever someone might want to name them, the green blocks, you will fall down and lose a ton of time. There's really no way to get around it other than to be smooth movement. You don't want to touch them at all except for landing on them. You can't wall kick or ledge grab or do anything. Well, you can wall kick, but that's a story for another day. They're just very annoying.
Amen to that. So now Dwhatever has his 70th star and he's moving right on along. Let's see what sort of movement he decides to pull out now. He's got a comfy lead over Draws. Draws just now going to be able to finish TTC 100. Goes for that backflip back up that D made so famously in that pace race, but doesn't quite manage to grab it.
Yeah, Dwhatever on pretty low 48 pace. Did not get manual. He attempted it, which is barely too slow. Moving right, perhaps? No. Okay. I was bamboozled.
Kind of an interesting setup for standing left. Okay. Still goes for that nice little elevator triple jump, though.
Yep, smooth sky. Didn't go for anything crazy. Well, he went for Animo, just didn't get it. I mean, it's potentially a 48 1x. as the cool kids say. He can hit all these throws. There's one right on the money.
Nice. Let's see that laser precision come out again.
A bit of a baby throw.
Yeah, at least he didn't send Bowser over the edge. Very, very easy backup, at least. That's probably the least time lost on a missed throw I've ever seen. Although this one, a little bit more time lost. Bonks right into Bowser's butt.
That's to do
instead
it.
of actually grabbing his tail.
Yeah, you got it.
Very, very nice.
Mid 48 for Dwhatever. Killer time for this run. And cementing his status at the very top.
48-22. What a race time.
Oh, Droz almost fell down. Okay.
And he doesn't even have Get a Hand as a backup now, so that would have been really, really sketchy. Oh, and according to Techno6377, that time beats Cheese's league record by 1 second. So that's pretty incredible.
Huge shoutouts to Techno, by the way. He did something that we've been really looking for, is just someone to aggregate all the individual times people get and like make a basic stat sheet that is invaluable for like viewers. I think we want to give you some more of those stats. I'll link the sheet. He's done a real good job, and I think like having people do this is like really, really cool.
Oh yeah, shout outs to all the stats, boys. There's at least one for every game, and they work so hard making sure to document everything. It's really an invaluable resource. I was having a little bit of an issue getting up here for the end of Trime jumps, but manages to make it work finally.
Whatever is just looks like he's scrolling Discord or something, trying to think of what to do while Droz finishes. Maybe just watching the stream.
Droz finishing up Reds now. Let's see if he can get at least a little bit cleaner of a Reds. No quick turn either. Kirinator asking, what's after this? Directly after this match, we're going to have Puncation versus Ouija.
Yeah,
that should be another really, really fire match.
Droz on low 52 pace.
Not a bad time, especially considering some of the mistakes that he made earlier on and the Rainbow Ride shenanigans. Let's see how his bits goes at least. Oh, ooh. Just a misangled long jump there.
Sadly, not untitled record stairs. Gonna be a few seconds behind that. We'll see if he goes from Animo, because Droz definitely has experience doing it. I don't know if he's really feeling himself that much. That's a good jump dive. You could probably make it. Close. Oh, he's got it. Let's go, Droz.
Nice. Oh, but then the kick just not quite getting enough height. Oh man.
That's tough because like you have to land your rollout fairly close to the edge to get the speed kick to go far enough. But it also depends if your speed kick's not good enough, you just won't go very far. So that's just kind of regrettable. Oh, Droz not getting. Oh, this is such a bad fall. He's all the way down.
Okay, not quite a death at least, but that is rough. Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him like another 2 points or so, which really sucks. Because he hasn't played a bad race. This has just been a lot of big mistakes toward the end.
It still goes for that speed
grabbing a couple coins.
Not backing down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he would have died if he missed a speed kick. I would hope not. Nice moving right side. Hello.
Is he still gonna do? Okay, he's still going for the elevator triple. Doesn't really care what cycle the elevator's gonna be on.
All right, so this can still be a 52 though, and I'm trying to think of what the points would be. This would be like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so he'd only get a couple points. He'd get like 3.
Oh, missed throw. Doesn't want to miss any more. That could potentially cost him points if he misses more. see. Second throw's good. Should be able to walk away with at least 1 or 2 points.
Oh, nice one spinner. That was a massive big boy spin. Droz definitely been going to the gym. If you see his face cam, he's got some muscles flexing. Gonna get a 53.04 or something. Not his best time, but I think like still showing some good signs of gameplay there. Smiles in the chat. I have to get some more water, and then we're gonna be back for Punky versus Ouija, unless we want to get some interviews.
Let's see. Haven't gotten word from our guys if they're willing to come in for an interview. I think we have like maybe a couple of minutes, but yeah, it looks like Dowski isn't going to be coming in for an interview. It looks like D whatever
like
might be joining
BM
us.
or not to join. Sup, D? How was the
Hello.
race? Did you play as well as you hoped? Because I was pretty sick. Yeah.
Really?
Anything that you want to say about the run, really quick?
Just a lot of small mistakes. I don't know. It didn't feel like I played too well. Just small mistakes everywhere, I feel like.
Okay. That's still less than 20 seconds off the league best time, which is 48.04 by Punke. No one's quite gotten to 47. Do you think you'll be able to do that at some point during the season?
I think so. I've been getting really close, I feel like. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Considering this is my first time racing live, so I'm just gonna say that like when I started out I only got like 49s, and ever since I started grinding this September I've been like getting a lot more consistent, and you can see that in my race times, I think.
Yeah. So how do you think you stack up against Cheese and Punke now?
I actually don't know. Maybe better, maybe around the same. I think maybe around the same skill consistency wise.
Okay.
And speaking of those guys, are you going to be watching the Punke Ouija race? And if so, what types of things are you going to be looking for in Punke as a future opponent?
Just gonna see if he's still not rusty, because he's been non-stop playing World of Warcraft.
The WoW grind is certainly real.
Here you go.
Well,
All right,
GGs,
everybody.
and thanks for stopping in for that quick interview.
Yeah, no
Sweet.
problem. GG's to Dowski. Droz.
Droz Dowski. Droz Dowski. Dow. Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. We'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.